Hello. So today I'm filming another makeup roulette video. I do have an updated list of makeup styles that I do want to try, and they will all be listed on this side, so you guys can go ahead and take a look at that. I'm gonna go ahead and spin and see. I'm kind of nervous because the first time I did think that it was going to be something more simple. Here is the wheel. I'm gonna spin it. Because if you know my beef with this, I honestly think... What do I think? Well, me personally, I just think Latina makeup is a Latino wearing makeup. I don't know. Now I'm thinking, because I have absolutely nothing on my face, and I'm debating even doing my prep different. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? I'm over here doing my research on trying to gather like a couple images just to see how I can break this down. I searched up Latina makeup on Pinterest. Why the f right there? I guess they did tag me under Latina makeup. It says cute soft glam makeup inspo. Should I just do that? My makeup's pretty similar now. The only difference here is I would use a super hot pink blush and highlighter. There's just so many different types of girls with this makeup style. They all don't look the same, which is the difference between the first makeup room that I did where all the girls kind of look the same. So I've compiled a couple of pictures together because this is the overall vibe that I've got, and I was able to pinpoint exactly what we're looking for. Baddie. Oh. Okay. This is the... Okay, so I've come up with my conclusion with what they all have similar in what their makeup style is. They all use pomade. So they have a strong ombre eyebrow. They have harsh nose contour, but it looks nice. And their lip liner is defined. They have fluffy lashes. But with that fluffy lash, especially including in the eye area, I want to do that white liner that they do. And they use highlighter. I feel as if highlighter is a big part of this. Only because nose contour is so important. Because they contour the bridge as well as the nose, highlight the nose and eyes. Nose and eyes and eyebrows are like the biggest parts. I think lips too. I think everything. Everything's just so detailed. So, I'm going to start on my prep. For prepping this, I think is relatively similar. I'm going to be using Essence Moisturizer from Lumio, Tone Up UV Sunscreen, and e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Okay, now my face is completely prepped. I am going to go ahead and use Anastasia Dip Brow. I think the shade is medium brown, and I'm going to be using this Kai Brow Spoolie. I will say that with the products that I did go ahead and put on prior, I did go ahead and put them over my eyebrows just so that the dip brow was easier to use and maneuver. I used to always use this dip brow. A way of doing my eyebrows. So what I would initially do is trace the bottom of my brow and trace the bottom of this brow. Then trace the top, fill in everything, and even connect them to make sure that they were completely symmetrical. Like a bunch of product on it with a napkin so that it's super sharp. And it looks like this. I don't think you'll even be able to see. You get the gist. Do you get it or no? Tell me right now. Anyways, this is what's gonna happen. And you're gonna watch me do it. But I think what I would do is I would take it to the front and then blend. What the hell? And then I would blend the bottom line up to create that ombre effect. I would start up here and then trace all the way back. It's okay if it's a little sloppy, only because I would go ahead and outline with concealer. So if you get pomade everywhere else, don't worry. There's literally a putty primer in my nail. I'm gonna throw up. I can't believe I used to always do this. And I'm gonna lightly make a unibrow, just to make sure that they're symmetrical. I always would darken like the tails and then have it fade to the front. I think I need to make it way more defined. Do you like it? Those are the eyebrows. I do want to go in with NARS foundation in shade Fiji and then just apply it everywhere. I think I even want to apply this. I'm actually doing base kind of different, but we want it super duper full coverage. Super duper. If my eyebrows look crazy, actually don't tell me. Actually I don't know. I'm going to apply a lot of foundation because their base is pretty seamless. A lot of people ask me why I place my foundation with a super small brush. I'm not blending it out with this brush. The reason I use this brush is so that I get direct placement on where I'm going to place it on my face and pat it in with a beauty blender. And I'm going to use a semi-damp beauty blender to go ahead and pat this completely into place. Okay, the foundation is completely blended, and as I was blending it, I realized how uneven my eyebrows are. As for contour, it seems as if they want to accentuate their nose and kind of create this halo ring of bronzer and contour on the outsides of their face to kind of bring the attention to bright under eye concealer and their eyes as well as their eyebrows. So everything around their face is kind of diminished, blurred out, don't look, whereas the actual makeup is eyebrows, eyes, nose, lips. So we're just going to darken all of the outside of my face. Makeup by Mario contour stick. Shade is light medium. I'm also going to go in with Patrick Top bronzer in the shade She's Bronze, just to kind of already have my bronzer all set. So that way when I conceal my eyebrows, I don't have to retouch it up as much. Or I can just retouch it up a little bit. But I'm going to mostly be precise with the concealer. I don't want to be too precise with the contour because they really do have like airbrush blurred out look with this. So just apply it everywhere that you see everyone else apply contour. A lot of them do kind of do their contour specifically to their face shape. So whichever contour style you prefer, if you're doing this makeup style, I think that's what you need to do. I always like to drag my face down because my face is short. So that's what I'm mainly doing. But do each your own. So now I'm going to go in with the Patrick Top bronzer. I'm not going to use too much, but mainly just to warm it up. Kind of create that cohesive blend with the blush because I do notice they do that as well. So your blush is going to mix in with your contour. But that buzzed under my butt. So as for nose contour, I don't know if I really want to focus in with creams as I do with powders. I think I'm going to do slight underpainting, but nothing too crazy because as I powder with loose powder, I do want to go back in with a bronzer and contour my nose with that. I guess this isn't underpainting because I already put my foundation on, but since I'm going to refine the lines with bronzer or powder products, that's why I'm calling it that. Do that. They like to do that exclamation mark contour. I don't think I have the nose shape for that contour though. I used to do it and it made my nose bigger and then just buff it out. I did put my foundation all the way up to my under eye and fully down my upper eyelid as well. I usually don't do that because I like the darkness my natural eye has to peek through, but everything's seamless, so that's what we're going for. Now I'm going to go in with Too Faced in shade Swan, concealing under my eyes, around my entire eyebrows, just a little here, here, here. I think for around my under eyes, I don't want to apply too much concealer. No, I always like to. I think just like that. And then bring it down, but I'm not going to layer it. Here. Exclamation point. Around my nose. And the makeup's really warm toned. So I won't be going in with a lighter concealer to brighten up my eye. We'll stick with this. Okay, well I lied. I guess we are doing another layer. Now my eyebrows. I put you closer so you guys can see. I'm gonna dial in. I'm gonna really to make these work. Okay, so I'm complete with the concealer for my eyebrows. I made them a little bit thinner than what I was initially going for. I don't know if they're even. Disregard that. So now I'm going to blend it out with my beauty blender. Just do everything except my under eyes last. I'm really gonna cut and focus on defining my contour now. These are not even. Hold on. Shoot. I don't know. Okay, I did apply more concealer. I wanted the lines more defined, only because I do notice their eyes are a little bit darker. They have a cut line sometimes, and I like leaving that, so we're gonna leave that. But as soon as I blend this out, I'm going to bake it with Huda Beauty in shade Cupcake. And we're going to use a lot of powder because we're setting our entire face with this. Okay, now that our under eyes are completely set, there's still going to be some residue of powder, but that's okay. I'm going to press this in and leave it baking, as well as this side and the chin, and press everything in with this side. And this is just with the residue, so whatever on the powder puff. This side, go over the nose. And then now we're going to powder the eyes, like literally everything, because we're going to fully accentuate this with all powder products. Okay, Kylie bronzer. So we're just going to accentuate everywhere that we already did cream contour and bronzer on, but this time just like really connect it. I'm also going to bring it a bit higher than what I usually do in front of my cheeks. Oh my gosh, I never put contour here, but I noticed that contour is like in front of their face. Just gonna blend that out. Dark bronzer. This from Patrick Toshi's bronze. I cut everything. This is a small brush that I would always use when I would do nose contour. So I will be going in with that same Patrick Tall palette to contour my nose. With the powder portion, cut the bottom of my tip. Okay, create those bridge nose lines and dragging them up to the bottom of my eyebrow bone. Honestly, do want this pretty harsh just for this makeup look though. And them out at the bottom, or thin the lines closer together. Create that circle, kind of a circle. Okay, that's like really harsh. So we're going to use this Morphe X Aerial brush in style A25 to blend out those lines. Oh my gosh, where's my eye twitchy? And now I'm going to bake with the Morphe Duo powders, Brightening Pink and Translucent. I want to go in with Brightening Pink around my nose bridge and under eyes, but I think I should first go in with Translucent just to keep that neutral warm color tone. And I am using a dry beauty blender for this. Do I look scary? I'm going to put bake right here and here. And on my forehead. Okay, to further bring, I guess, the attention to my nose, I am going to go ahead and bake that center line of my nose bridge. The exclamation point. Exclamation. And dot. I feel like these sides are contoured way differently, but we're not going to talk about it. Okay, my next focus is the eyes. As for eyeshadow, I don't want to do anything crazy because there will be a bigger lash covering. I'm going to go in with that same Patrick Tall bronzer. Bronze up my eye. I didn't watch any makeup tutorials on the girls that I did find pictures of. I probably should have, but I'm just recreating this look with what I have and how I would do it if I wanted to do it. So, I hope this is sufficient. Should I go in with black? Should I go in with black? A little bit of black? I'm gonna use that same brush I used to blend with when I am gonna use black. And create that contrast on the outer corners of my eyes. And drag it in a little bit. That was too much black, but I'll blend it. And then just blend it out with that same bronzer brush. Okie-dokie. We're going to go in with this white eyeliner. I do need to sharpen it. I like how they do that, but my eyes are already big. And I don't know what we're going to do. It made my... Just shut it, please. I don't think this is the right makeup look is going. Hold on. I think I dragged it too far out. Okay, there we go. I put it in the outer corners of my eye. I kind of gave RuPaul the Drag Race. Obviously. Continue. We're going to use this Lancome mascara just to slightly coat my eyes. Then we're going to figure out what lashes. I only do have clusters, so I'm going to go in my sister's room and find lashes. My lash lift messed up my lashes. Don't ever do your own lash lift. I did it before without having any issues and thought I could do it again, but I used a different formula and I obviously thought, well, I'll just use the same timing. No, this formula was a lot stronger and I burned off all my lashes basically. These are the two that I found. These lashes by the Makeup Shack in style Kaylani. Yes, no, maybe so. Or these ones. And these are the style Dubai. I feel like you guys are saying Kaylani, Kaylani. You can just hear it. So that's what we're gonna do. I would wear full strip lashes. I put glue on the top of the lash. I put glue on the top of the lash and glue them under. I think that's also my best bet, only because this lash look messed me up, so I don't want you guys to see my natural lash. I'm already having lash dysmorphia. Is it okay if I go get my lash lift fixed? Or should I not? What do you think? I don't know what I feel about myself right now. I feel like I look the same. Yeah. I look the same but different. Me in another universe. Would I act the same if I look like this? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. This is drying, so we're going to put on blush. I would always use volume 4, and it seems like their blush is pretty hot pink too. We're gonna go in with this one. Yeah, but not a lot. I think just the pigment of it is what I liked. Can you know that far? I seen some girls do that. And they put on my nose, the same blush. I think that's why I stopped wearing lashes, because they would just drag my eyes down. For the purpose of this, I'm going to be placing glue on my eyelid to glue the lash back. I don't think you guys will see that. These are the lashes in their final form. I don't think I can do better than this. Do that dot in our inner corner. Obviously it didn't work, so I'm going to be using this highlighter by Color Choice. Just really create that iridescent look. Hopefully I don't get an eye infection. Problem. I can't see. And then instead of brushing off the bake on the bridge of my nose, I'm going to apply highlighter right over it. Like that. Use the highlighter to blend it in. I'll be going in with this fluffy brush and this Fit Me powder to brush off all the excess. Highlighter. And place it here. Dude, my eye freaking hurt. Here. Here. Oh, maybe not there. As for the lips, they have defined lip liner and their lips are most of the time matte. Using these lip liner pencils by the brand Face Secret. This first one I'm going to go in with is Rosy Nude. Then I'll be going in with Pink Brown. I'm saying defined lip liner because they define like a Cupid's bow. They don't have a blurred out lip, is what I'm trying to say. Most of my lip combos, I like the blurred out look. I will buff it out with my finger essentially. Then I'm going to go in with more of a darker shade. And then lighten it up with this MAC lipstick in shade Honey Love. Damn, my lips are dry so. I'm not going to set it, but I think I did it. Did I do good? A 6, 7, 5. 5 out of 10. Only because I think my makeup did used to look like this, especially when I wore lashes. I feel so annoyed with them. I can't do it. Do I still think Latina makeup is a Latino wearing makeup? Yeah. Because back then when I would do this makeup look, it was just soft glam. Or glam. Right? And now this is considered Latina makeup. But tell me what you think. I hate it. I'm so sorry.